What's up, everybody? So Acura has announced the pricing for the 2023 Integra Type S this week, and the price tag comes in, including destination, at $51,995. So 52 grand is something I'm sure a lot of people are going to be a little bit upset by. I know a lot of people were hoping for a lower price tag. I personally was hoping it would come in right at 50 grand instead of 52. So it is kind of a little bit of a disappointment, and I'll get more into why in a minute here, but it is also important to keep it in context, so I think it really shouldn't have surprised us at the $52,000 price tag, because when you look at the price premium going from a Civic Si to a regular Integra A spec with the manual, that's actually a $7,500 increase, and that obviously adds on a couple of things that are unique compared to the Si, like the adaptive dampers and a few other things. But it's just, for this, it's actually technically $7,100 more expensive than a Type R. And there are some things that are shared. So, for example, the adaptive dampers carry over and stuff like that. So there's a little bit less of a bump up in some regards. Now you do get, the 5 extra horsepower and things like that. But it actually is a little bit less of a premium than going from Si to regular Integra. So, I was, I guess, expecting, $7 grand upcharge or so. So it does fall in line with that. And that still does give it $5 grand breathing room between it and the TLX Type S. But that's also worth mentioning, you have like 365 horsepower or whatever in the Type S TLX, and a lot more luxury and stuff. So, it's interesting how they've played it. I thought maybe they'd come in a little bit lower. Definitely let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I'll have to wait and reserve judgment until I drive it to see if it is worth that premium. And make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on my Integra Type S review whenever I do get a chance to drive it. But it's going up against fierce competition. And I know that, Acura is a premium brand, but, it's still missing some stuff. I know a lot of people wanted to have a moonroof. People wanted more luxury stuff, cold seats, for example, things like that, or the option for an automatic or an option for all-wheel drive. And it doesn't have any of that stuff. And I have to point out that a Volkswagen Golf R does have all that stuff, and it's about $6 grand cheaper. It's only $1,000 more than a Type R. And that Golf R gives you the hatchback, practicality still. It's a little smaller, but you still have that. And that gives you the cooled seats, heated steering wheel, gives you the moonroof, and gives you all the other stuff that the Type S offers basically as well. And, you have the option of a dual clutch in that. You have the all-wheel drive in that you don't get in the Integra. So it's really going to be an uphill battle to, fight for its value over a Golf R, in my opinion. And I love the Golf R. I drove both the dual clutch and the manual last year. They're great cars. I also really love the Civic Type R. The new one's fantastic. I'm very excited for some of the enhancements that are coming here for the Integra Type S. We will see, like I said, if it ends up being worth that price tag. But once you're in the 50s, you're getting into some impressive territory as well. And so I guess we should have expected it, but I still was kind of holding out a little bit of hope that maybe they'd come in with a little bit of a stronger value. But, again, we'll have to wait and see if it turns out to be worth it. If you are someone who's interested in getting one and getting one of the first ones, pre-ordering will open up for the first 200 units on May 11th. You can go to Acura's website and reserve one then. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out sales-wise and, how it affects the rest of the vehicles that it competes with as far as their sales. But anyway, let me know your thoughts again on all this in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.